Hey guys, happy 4th of July to everyone. Have a very happy Independence Day. Stay safe. I have updates. Before we get started with today's video, I just want to go over some stuff based on what happened. The last time I covered this game, something happened. The computer froze. I thought it was the operating system. I was wrong. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a tip. And this is very important. I need you guys to listen very carefully. There are certain parts of a computer that work harder than others. Your CPU works very hard. Everything you touch or click, the CPU has to engage it. Now, the object of the RAM is hold all that information temporarily until you engage what you are supposed to engage. So the RAM holds, for example, if I'm going to open up a folder, as soon as I click the folder, it goes right into RAM. Now that folder is in the RAM. This folder is in the RAM right now. As soon as I close it out, make it go away, it disappears. Now it's out of RAM. The only thing I have in RAM right now, push Control Alternate Delete, it'll tell you everything you have in RAM at that particular moment. And you will notice you have nothing running on the computer and you have a lot of stuff in RAM. You can't just go closing everything randomly, because there's a reason why it's there. A very good reason why it's there. It's there to keep everything in the operating system running smoothly, which is one reason why you have to have a computer that's fast enough to run it. Because the better your operating system gets, the more resources you need for it to work. Because you not only need to run the operating system, but you also need to run the programs that are running the operating system. For example, I'm running OBS so I can record this. At the same time, I have something down here. I have Discord down here, and also have what we're doing today. I have that hiding in the background. Now I have this in RAM, this in RAM, this in RAM, and this in RAM. All this is sitting in RAM all of a sudden. Now, if you don't have enough RAM, you're going to run out. That's one reason why you always max out your RAM. Always. Your RAM is very, very important. RAM holds things in place while you're working. The hard drive stores the information, but the RAM holds it in place while you're working. RAM enables you to multitask. Without RAM, one program would stay open and you would not be able to run another program. Multitasking is only possible with a CPU and a RAM that can handle it. Now, the first Intel CPU that was able to handle multitasking was the Intel Intel Pentium 2 MMX. Now the MMX processor, if you remember correctly, people used to say, oh, MMX. MMX was a very big deal because MMX was the very first Intel processor that allowed you to multitask projects and allowed you to activate different programs at the same time. For example, if you wanted to start OBS and Hawken Reborn both at the same time back then, it would do it slowly, but it would do it. Now you could do it no problem. Just make sure OBS is open and make sure Hawken Reborn is open. You'd be able to run. You would be easily able to run both at the same time. Now that the program is up, it's running, it stays in RAM, but it sort of heads to the hard drive. It sort of fades. Once you have the program on the screen, it sort of like half fades to the hard drive and only activates parts in the RAM that you're using. For example, part of the program that we're using, the part of the program that's in RAM is this and this. That's it. All this is in the hard drive. Or in this case, it's on the servers. If this is an online only game, it's in the servers. But this and this is in RAM. Now if we click this, it takes the game out of RAM and loads Discord. So now the game is taken out of RAM, but Discord is now loaded. So, of course, they have a Discord page. So, which actually I didn't know they had one, which is very interesting. They actually have a Discord page. There you go. Who would have? Who would have guessed? Considering that this game is actually not official yet, this game is actually just a beta test. You must complete steps before you can talk. What steps? No bullying, no harassment, no inappropriate stuff, no politics, no scamming. Of course not. Okay. So when this game is finalized, you'll be able to actually jump in and play against other players, which apparently there are people that are interested in this game because people are already involved in it, as you can see. Okay, enough with this. Back to the game. So, the last time I had this game on, the computer froze mid-video. I'm just letting you guys know the game had nothing to do with it. And the operating system I was using at the time and the computer both had a way of overheating my CPU. My CPU overheated, and after it overheated, immediately the computer froze and crashed. So I had to take it apart, and I had to install a liquid cooling system as soon as possible, and then reinstall Windows, reinstall everything. Everything got ganked. I immediately contacted Microsoft and found out if the OS had anything to do with it. They said the one I was using at the time, they don't think so. They said it's good I got a cooler, but they don't think so. But if I do want to continue testing it, they'll find out. So right now, before I continue testing it and finding out more information, I'm going to let them find out what happened first before I go jumping into it. Because I did bump up the cooling, but I want to find out what happened first before I jump into this. Anyway, back to the video. The last time we touched base on this game, I believe I went over the basics. I went over the basics, like going on like the hangers and the difference between the sizes, heavy, light, medium, and heavy. And the more you progress, the more of these become available. Now, you have to understand, this is just a basic robot, or mech, or suit, or whatever the hell you want to call it. We're going to call this a mech because that's pretty much what they call it. See? They call it a mech, so we're going to call it a mech anyway. Now, the thrusters can be upgraded. Thrusters allow you to hover, allow you to, after you jump, the thruster activates so you stay hovered, allows you to tilt and move forward, and then when it runs out of fuel, land. You can jump, you can't jump and then thruster. You can jump, hover, move forward, and then land. Ooh, thank you. You can jump, move forward, and then land. You can do that. You can hold a total of 2 weapons on your mech. Only 2. Your left weapon and your right weapon. Depending on what type of guns you want, it doesn't matter. One weapon can hold whatever you want, and one side can hold whatever you want. You can have whatever type of weapon you want on your mechs. There's no specific places. If you want to have 2 machine guns, 2 machine guns. If you want 2 cannons, you can put 2 cannons on there. The problem is you have to purchase each of the weapons individually. Whatever you want on there, you have to purchase. And then, to make it better, you can't just buy another weapon. You don't have the money for that. You have to modify the weapon. See? You have to make it better. You have to improve these parts of the weapon. By doing so, this number will go up little by little. Let me show you one I think I already started on. I think I already started this one. Yes, I did. I did one modification, only one, on this one. 1 out of 2. Nothing on here. One modification out of 3. It was done on here. This is fully modified. 2 out of 2. 2 out of 2. Now you can only right now I can only hold under Mark 1. I can only hold 4 out of 5 of the modifications, which means I can only modify one more part. That's it. Only one more right now. If I want to modify it anymore, I have to upgrade to another level. So do I want better reload time, max rounds per reload, projectile spread maximum? Spread meaning if you're firing a shotgun, are the pellets spread out or are they concentrated? Obviously, if you have a shotgun, you want the pellets to be spread out. Because obviously if you miss, if you're not dead smack on target, it's gonna go all over the place. So this way, by having a wider spread, enables you to do something without having to carefully aim. You might not have the opportunity to carefully aim. That's why you have a shotgun. Critical damage chance. The chance of doing critical damage right now is 9% higher because I have 2 out of 2 runes on there. Okay, now we can only fit one more mod in there. Tweak FCS error magnitude. Yeah, the FCS tends, the fire control system tends to once in a while throw up an error message, but not that long, not that much. But we could use one more help with that. So right now, if we would upgrade this to level 2, we would have to have 94 white and 31 pink, which we do. But the cost, 7 out of 12, we have that. We need 37 corroded metals, 26 depleted power crystals, 35 impure explosives in order to upgrade this to one more level. Once in a while, you're going to find all this weird stuff. You're not going to know what they do. They upgrade your mechs and your weapons. There are components that allow you to simply upgrade your mech and your weapons both. You're going to find these hanging around, these hanging around. And you're going to be like, oh, it's garbage. Why should I bother? You need to bother because you can't upgrade, you can't make this stronger unless you get all that little tchotchke stuff. So scour the entire level thoroughly from top to bottom and look for anything you could find. Steal and rob everything. By the time you'll get mod capacity at max, see this? This fills this. When this is full, it moves on to this one. See? There's only a little bit of space left here, and that's it. As soon as we do this one last thing, then we're good. See, it says missing materials. We can't upgrade anything, so upgrade the component to the next mark level to unlock more mod slots. So we'll be able to unlock more slots here as soon as we upgrade to a new level. A new mod slot will be available as soon as we upgrade to a new level. Okay, the core mod right now, right now we do not have the ability to upgrade the core mod. This will have to be upgraded to another level. Because right now we are doing basic damage whenever the weapons deal. The mech cannot deal any damage. As per majority of these mech games, most of them just have weapons as is. A lot of them have weapons that you can upgrade and make better. This is the one particular game that allows you to not purchase a new weapon, but upgrade the one you have. Now, the few tweaks I made here, I'm going to show you what the tweaks I made here, this, and this, did for the weapon. I increased the critical hit chance by 3%. And I increased the max rounds loaded from 70 to 91. That's what these three did to it so far. Now, let's see what this does. This says reload time. Now, if we would upgrade this number would go up. The fact that hello. Now this says critical damage chance. This says damage. This is critical hit damage. This is what we upgraded. The critical hit chance. This was this. was this. Now this is either allows the pellets to either stay in one place or allows the pellets of the shotgun to spread a little bit more. What we did was, instead of concentrating the pellets of the shotgun, we spread them out just a little bit more. This way we don't have to aim as good. Plus, we have the fact that we added more rounds. If we don't hit, we're able to fire a lot more now. If you're increasing the spread, increase the amount of rounds that you're holding at least. So if you're going to do it for one, you have to do it for the other. And down the road, when we hit Mark II, we will increase the damage, which will make this go up. We already increased the critical hit chance, which is this right here. Now what this is, if you hit somebody, this determines if you hit. This determines that hit is going to be a crit. Better now, because we increased that chance a little bit. So now, instead of it only being a 5% chance of a crit, a 9% chance of a crit. Better than nothing. Now remember, if you crit, that's one last shot you'll have to fire later. So in a way, you'll save ammo. Plus, by increasing the amount of rounds loaded, you might end up walking in the garage with ammo still on you and everyone dead. That, in the end, will save you money. I played a lot of robot games, a lot. A buttload. And the one thing I learned, nothing is free. I don't care what anybody says, nothing is free. You have to make sure everything checks out. Make sure that you are going to have weapons. Make sure you find out what the weapon does. Is it just a rifle? Is it a shotgun? What type of gun is it? Right now it just says current mark level. It doesn't tell me. It does say projectile spread maximum, which means projectile spread. A bullet. One bullet goes out. Okay? You cannot spread one bullet. When you fire a shotgun, fires a shot that releases pellets. Now those pellets either stay close together or they fly out. When that shotgun fires that bullet, getting awfully close to the neck, those pellets come out and hit the robot, and a big spread hits the robot and peppers the armor with shots. Instead of doing one shot that pierces through, you're doing thousands of little shots, doing big, huge dents in the armor. Why is that good? That's perfect if you want to try and aim for the cockpit where the driver is. The chance of hitting a direct hit to the cockpit is literally nothing. And cockpit glass does not have a lot of armor. I mean, seriously, one shot from a shotgun can go right through the glass. Done. Game over. That's why a shotgun on a robot comes in handy. If you intend on aiming right for the cockpit glass, you want a shotgun, you want the spread at maximum. But make sure that's not your only weapon. Make sure you have other weapons. For example, this one. This is not a shotgun. And I'll tell you why. Blast damage, blast radius, crit hit, rate of fire, reload, max rounds reload, range, projectile speed. Time between shots, which means the time it takes to reload that one round. This is the amount of time it takes for that one round to load into the gun. This is the size of the explosion area after it hits. Do you want a wide explosion area or a small explosion area? Projectile speed. Do you want it to be a fast bullet, a fast shot, or a slow shot? Obviously, if it's going to do blast damage, you want it faster. Because obviously, the person you're firing at is going to be piloting a mech. Also, they will be moving. And if you have a slow bullet, you'll miss. Every single time you'll miss. So, the projectile speed needs to be faster. First, this needs to be beefed up first. Okay? Try to beef this up to 3. That will leave you 2 more time between shots. In other words, how much time does the gun have to prepare another bullet? Which means it has to take another round out of storage and place it in the reload spot. How long does it take to take the bullet and bring it to the reload area? This determines that. We have 55 rounds per minute currently. Our reload time is 2.9 seconds. Our explosion area, our blast radius, 2.8 meters. And our projectile speed is 176 meters per second. Whatever you decide, it's up to you. Depending on what weapons you have, of course. In the beginning, you're only going to have the current weapons you have. You will have more available eventually at your disposal if you want to. Right weapon in the hangar? You took a weapon out? That's weird. That's really odd. I'm surprised. If you're new to this game, I recommend tutorials. I recommend you click this. It will show you everything you need to know. Do not go out. Do not click anywhere in here. Don't go anywhere in here. Only use that. If you played Hawken before on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3, ignore it. This is a completely different game. Completely different controls. I highly recommend. Click the tutorials, follow the tutorial very carefully. I think I did that in the previous video. I'm not going to do that again. I am going to go on patrol on this one. So these are called patrol runs. Okay, guys? Object of patrol runs, if it moves, kill it. I will show you where the enemies are and which ones are not enemies. People you do not kill and there's people you do kill. You have to be very careful not to kill the people that are on your team. Because if they're on your team and you kill them, that's less help and less money you will collect when you leave. Okay? Object is to kill anything that moves as long as they're not on your team. Collect schematics from down next. Earn money by completing missions. So this mission is, if it moves, kill it. That's what this mission is. If we complete this, we can earn money if we complete this mission. Collect loot from downed enemies. Resource nodes littered in the world. For example, boxes, rocks, stuff like that. You can collect it by simply walking over it, shooting with your gun, one shot, blowing it up. You'll see a light coming out of it. Walk over it, and you'll see it on the right side. See it on the right side of the screen that you received something. I'll show you guys. Ready? Now, if you have people that play this game, you could have somebody join you. You could have another person join you on this mission if it's too hard. So if you know somebody that plays this game, click this and they can join you. Make sure you can actually say solo player, invite only, friends only, open. Threat levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat levels 1 through 5. It will search for a game. See if there's anybody else that wants to play with you first. If you can find anybody, it'll start it right away. Nobody? We have 40 minutes to complete this mission. The object of the mission is to patrol. Patrol every ounce of this territory. Now, spacebar, and for me anyway, spacebar is the jump button. Push spacebar twice to use the booster. Remember I explained what the boosters were? The boosters are push spacebar 2 times. 1, 2. Here. You can walk. You can walk push spacebar twice. See, you can actually move. The problem is, if you don't watch where you're going, you will fall. And that happens. And now I don't know where I am. So be very, very, very careful when you're doing this. Because so now we have something going on. So let's see what we have going on. Okay, now we have a new mission. Because we fell, we have no way of getting up there. So we are a new mission. We have to find out. Yeah, we could actually make it up. Okay. Nope, we're not gonna make it. Don't look, we're gonna make it. We're not going to make it back up, guys. Okay, let's see if we can go this way. Okay. So these three. Use a machine gun. Do not use a big weapon. Machine gun is left mouse button. Use the machine gun to kill the little guys. Make sure you use the middle mouse wheel to zoom in. See? Middle mouse wheel allows you to zoom in. Now, always, when you see stuff like this, stand close to it. Zoom in. Okay, zoom out. If you see anything like the control panel, we picked up corroded metal. I don't know what we picked up. We did pick up corroded metal. Anything that can be interacted with, you stand next to it and it'll tell you to interact with it. Don't ask if you like to interact with it. They'll give you a key to interact with it. Now, see that? With the trail going up? That's an item we can collect. So walk over it. If we can collect it, we'll collect it. Apparently, that's not an item. That's a sign. So... hear something. I see humans on the radar on the right side. There's one robot above us, I believe. There's two humans above us. No, I think there's one robot above us. Here. Wow. How did we end up over here? Damn, this is kind of out there. That's behind the rock, I think. Yep, it is. See that? See? We picked up corroded nanomesh. We picked up... See the stuff we picked up on the right side? That's what you need to look for. Look for things that glow. Things that glow, you're going to pick it up. That's the sign. Up, see that right there? Shoot it. Depleted battery and pure explosives. Right button. Not left button, right button. Gotta get rid of that. Fine metal, corroded metal. Okay, sounds good. Your objective is to try and patrol. Look for anything you can steal. This is not your territory. Yours is green. This is orange. This is enemy territory right now. So anything you steal is beneficial to your side. Beneficial. All that's covered. Okay, we're going up. Nothing here. Yeah, arrows. Something, walk up to it, and I'll say on the screen, use this, push that button, and you'll be able to use it. See that? Right there? Shoot it. Machine gun only. Walk up to where it was. Nothing there. You never know, guys. You might find something. That's why you have to have more ammunition. That's why you really want more ammo. Okay, well, you can also do this. See? You don't have to waste your ammo. You can't just simply do that. I do see something. Whatever they want to give us, that's fine. Big enough to go in, go in. See that? Either shoot it. See that? It says loot. Push the F key. Hold. That's an interaction right there. Okay, guys? You found something to interact with. Okay, now we have this here. Don't do that. Okay, we have something. Another box here. Them to pull back up. We don't want them calling back up, guys. If they call back up, if they call back up. Get in this room, they're gonna call for backup. They better not. They called for backup, they didn't. Battery, charge battery. Push the tab key to find out more information about this mission. Go to Grey Rock Underway Refuge. If you successfully do this, you'll get that much credits and experience. Okay. E. Contract requires locating, destroying contaminated water supplies. And contract requires locating and destroying contaminated water supplies. Refuge. Press supply location marked at Grey Rock Underway. Where is Grey Rock Underway? on the. Look at the. Oh shit! You can't see the circular radar. My head's in the way. Shit. I gotta get my head out of the way. Hold on. My goddamn head's in the way. Gotta get my head out of the way. You guys can't see anything. Alright, let me get me out of the way. Let's go back in. Alright. Now you can see what the hell's going on. You can't see me, but you can see what the hell's going on at least. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Look at the circle in the top left-hand corner of my screen right there. See that? The circle is the green is below ground. The green is on our level. Okay, guys? The red is below ground. The tunnels that we were in before, anybody in the tunnels are going to show up red. Anybody above ground will show up in green. Now we can go back to the start and go through the tunnel, which is right here, if we wanted to. If we had to go to Gray Rock Underway Bridge. I wonder. That marker, the yellow marker there, if that's marking the path. Come on, there you go. Ah, I can. Remember, interactions. Interactions, that's the key. Impure explosive volatile explosives. Hiding all the good stuff. Okay, let's see what else we can find. What else can we find here? Oh, there's one right there. See that? See that? Behind the building? Highlighted? I can walk into it. Nope. Walk right there. Okay. See now, this part of the game, I don't know about that. still, your shield will recharge. Then you can start taking damage again. As soon as your shield starts getting low again, then you start taking armor again. You don't want that. You want your armor to be stable. You can't get through this. There's something in there. Didn't see them coming. Wow. There's something here. The F key. I don't know what this does. Now we're gonna have to search. We're gonna have to explore to find out what that did. That did something. That unlocked something that was locked. So now we have to find out what that unlocked. That opened up a door somewhere. Remember that red door blocking here? This red door is open. Now we can get in. F. Hold the F key down. You got all that. Alright? So that's what that did. It unlocked it, opened up the red door. Okay, this looks good. Oh my God. God damn. These levels are huge. Oh my God, how do I get up there? Can I jump? Nothing here, nothing glowing. Glowing over here. Nothing. Oh, here's a door. There's something here that unlocks it. There's something here that unlocks it. Something's close by. I'm gonna have to Mouse, keyboard. Mouse. Whoa, something's up here. See that right there? Highlight. Enforcer incoming. Oh. Apparently we've been a little too nosy. Now, either rebuild, can't rebuild. Okay, it cost me 2,000 credits to rebuild this. Shot from both sides. Turn to hanger. We're done. There's no way to do that on my own. So now you know you're going to need help with this mission. So you have to try and find somebody that plays this game to join you to help you complete this mission. Because you can't do it by by yourself, obviously. This is this has to be a two-person mission then. Make the destroyer return to hangar and repair. Okay, now, knowing what we know now, going back into that mission will have the same effect as before. So now we know we have to find other people that plays this game and have them join us in order to complete this mission. That's where the final version of this game comes handy. When this game is finalized and it's online, you will be able to join in with other players just simply by going on patrols. See? Open party. Which means if there's anybody playing this game, find a party and they'll pop up right here. Start a party. You also need to invite friends, or they could just join. So now, if people are playing this game, they would very easily join in. And all you have to do is sit here and people will join in the party. And you just simply start. Now, if you know for a fact that you will not be able to, if you know this for a fact, that you will not be able to complete this without help, then you have to do this. You have no choice. This is something that needs to be done if you cannot do this mission by yourself. Obviously, we can't find any. So, PvPvE. Now, PvPvE means it's player versus environment, which means all players in this game are enemies trying to complete the same mission. This means every player that joins this game is on your team trying to complete the mission. Now, we had a lot of trouble before. What we could do is we could try to avoid that one spot, and hopefully we won't run into trouble. I have a funny feeling we are going to run into trouble, but let's try it again just in case. Let's try it again just in case. Okay, we got our first mission. Alright, see, I don't know if he's an enemy or if he's on my team. I don't know. So, I don't know. If he shoots you, he's the enemy. These guys are on my team. I do know that. The guys with the S's and see the yellow labels? I don't know. Red means they're enemies. The yellow S's, I don't know. Maybe they're on this team here, the yellow team. I'm on the green team, which is this team here. Yeah, I think I'm on this team. This is a whole different team here. So let's see if we can run around. Let's roam around the whole There is an enemy up ahead. See the red? That's the enemy. Where were you? Lazy son of a bitch. He's dead already. I killed him. Where the hell were you? Jerk. I did all the work. Son of a bitch. He came out of nowhere, and meanwhile, I did all the work. Don't even think about getting credit for that, because that's mine. Oh, what happened? Okay, we've picked up that. Now let's... something to be interactive. that's the objective. Just to simply patrol and collect resources. And do the mission. They have an upgrade. So start moving toward, start slowly moving toward that. While looking for resources to reach that. Very limited amount of ammo. guys, probably just take this. So these active left. We only have 26 minutes to get there, so we have to not done yet. Where are we going? 304? Can. I don't know what it is, but generator ready for input. Oh, I gotta get up there? How do I get up there? Go all the way down here. How do I get up there? Okay, we made it. Oh, come on, really? Oh, come on, really? for calling for help. All your bitches are gonna die. That's what you get for calling God. Screw you. I am so dumb these days. Try to be nice. Ooh. Nice guy. You bastard. Use the console to activate the generator. Record codes first. Okay, so we gotta go all the way over there. So our objective now is to get all the way over there. cannot make me die. No. Okay, I have to get all the way down. How do I hover? Did it go into the I have to go back. Up. How do I get up? How do I get up there? Okay, we have to go this way. Okay, we have to make it right. Sharp right hand turn. First right hand turn we can make, we'll make it. Right hand turn. relay signal beacon. How does he go fast like that? I can't think there's enemies over there. Oh, what's going on? see something on the map. Following me? Fuck me. Well, that was fun. I got my ass kicked. What do you think, guys? That's not easy. Especially if somebody came in and helped me halfway through. And they abandoned shit. I don't know why, but they abandoned. Somebody came in to help me, but they abandoned. I wish this game had voice chat. Because you could voice chat with somebody, but you can't. So... Again, I appreciate the help, but it would be helpful if I knew what the hell I was doing. So, anyway, let's see what the damage report is. Oh my god. This thing is really in bad shape. And running again. Okay. Now, what should we upgrade? Knowing what we know now, what can we upgrade? First off, let's see what's available for sale. We have a rifle. And we have another back, which I'm staying away from. Beam weapon might come in handy. That might come in handy. Now, this might come in handy. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get those. The only ones I have right now are the white ones. The pink ones, I don't know how to get. So, I do have enough as far as the white ones goes. Maybe you can convert. Maybe I can. Maybe I can convert to pink ones. No, you have to buy them from the store. Oh my. Okay, now all this stuff you have to buy with real money. Okay, real live money. In order to get new weapons, you have to build them. The schematics here. In order to get weapons, that's the only way. This is a shotgun. That's an assault rifle. That's a regular rifle. Submachine gun. Rocket launcher. Grenade launcher. Compact cannon. Beam weapon. Interesting. Once you get these done, then you should be able to get something. Nope. Locked. It's all locked. All of it. Ah. Locked. 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 I already have this. Why is it locked? Shit, the mod capacity is full? Come on. I need to upgrade to Mark II. How do I do that? How do I upgrade to Mark II? That's the thing. Okay, upgrade the component to next mark level to unlock mod slots. So, how do I upgrade to the next mark level? Oh, upgrade. Next mark level preview. Use stats of the item once upgraded. Loot enemies to find Atlas plating. Enemy to find Atlas shield generator. Then I have to rebuild it all over again in order to upgrade it. Oh my god. Just to get an upgrade, I have to go through all this. So anytime I see an Atlas, I have to kill it and loot it. Anytime you see a mech that looks like you, it's an enemy, kill it, loot it. Because they might drop schematics like this. If this is the mech you have, anybody from the enemy team that looks like that, don't walk away. Kill them to the very end. Give it all you got. There's a very good chance that they could drop one of these items. And if they do, it'll give you an opportunity to upgrade the mech. Because once you've boosted it enough, once you've upgraded it as much as you can upgrade it, that's it. It needs to be upgraded. Officially upgraded. And that's a bit tricky. To officially upgrade a robot, you have to find the schematics first. Once you achieve those schematics, assemble it, Then it will install, it will assemble the upgrade to your mech. And your Mark II will be completed. As you'll notice, there's no arms, because in this game the weapons are the arms. In this game, the only thing you're upgrading is the legs and the torso. That's it. That's all you have to upgrade. The weapons are separate arms. One arm is one weapon, another arm is another weapon. You don't have a hand holding a weapon. It's just a weapon arm. That's it. So if you want a different weapon on there, you have to replace the whole arm. So basically, instead of just having arms, they just have weapons, and that's it. For example, let me show you. Left arm. See this? That's the left arm. See, there's no hand. Right on. No, you can't. Basically, the arm is connected. The arm is directly connected to the weapon. There's no hand. You don't have hands holding it like you do in Armored Core and stuff like that. There's no hands to hold it, so you can't drop your weapon and grab another one. It's just an arm with a weapon attached to it. If you want to change weapons, you have to change arms. When you change weapons, you're swapping arms. So if you shoot somebody's left arm, so if you break somebody's left arm, you're technically taking one out of their two weapons away from them. Technically, you're taking one of their two weapons away from them. Now, machine gun so far is doing fairly decent. Now, let me see what's going on. Now this, to buy this, you're buying the white ones. At least that's what I think. Okay, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this week. My computer's back up and running again, thank God, and we're able to do videos normally like we usually do. If you enjoy the shorts, I will do the shorts throughout the week. Comment down below in the comment down below. Like the video, please. Comment down below if you want to see shorts as well throughout the week. You know, stuff that's going on with me. Instead of letting you guys know how I'm doing on these videos, I'll let you guys know how I'm doing when I have more of a brain, of course. These videos are easier for me to do because I can just do stuff on the computer screen, have you guys watch along with, have you guys go along with me. When my mind is sharp, I can talk more. I can do that when I do shorts. So comment down below if you want to see shorts and you want to see more, and you want to know more about how me personally, I am doing. More about stuff that's going on in my life. So comment down below if you want to see more of that on shorts. Okay? This is going to be a video on this. I'm probably going to classify this as the first video of the series, even though I already did one. I might classify this as the first video because we had more time and we didn't get interrupted. So as you already know, you can have help from the outside as long as when you go on a mission. Let me show you guys real quick. When you go on a patrol mission, make sure you set to party type open. And if it's set to party type open, then that means you are able to get help during the mission. Be very careful. People who have green health bars, for the love of Christ, help them, follow them. Do not shoot them. They are here to help you. They are here to do the mission, same as you. If you get lost, follow them. Simple as that. Very easy. Threat level. I had mine at level 4. You could certainly turn yours down if you want to. It's fine. I probably should do that. Me personally probably should do that. Now, by clicking the codex, it enables you to see tutorial videos on how this all works. Threat levels, factions, faction manufacturers, shield, armor plates, nanite storms, general encounters and forces. These are all videos and stuff that you could read up on in your spare time during this game. Okay, guys? Download the game. Alright? Not a big deal. And look and read all the tutorial videos, all the stuff to read. Read it. I didn't read it. If you guys want to, comment down below and I'll dedicate an entire video to all of these and show you guys all these videos and these tutorials if you want to. You have to comment down below if you want to see me do all of this stuff here. Okay, guys? Comment down below if you want to see me do all this stuff. Alright? So this is the patrol missions. Here's your home base. More tutorials. Developers. Notes. This is only here because this is still the the test version. So okay, settings, hangar. Back into the hangar. Here we go. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's a ball game. Also, so I forgot. We can't talk today. I think it's time. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Let me get out of here, then we'll talk. Okay. We'll see you guys later. See you next time. Have a very happy 4th of July. And have a good night. See you later, guys.